Welcome to Streaming Into the Voids, What's New in Streaming, where we discuss the highlights of what's available for you to stream the week of October 7th. I'm Kim Hollis, and with me are Raul Burial and David Mumpower. We'll start with Hulu and Spy Family Season 2 coming October 7th. This show took off in popularity after its first season. The anime series follows an elite spy, Twilight, on an undercover mission where he creates an elaborate cover to investigate a political leader. He poses as Lloyd Forger, a psychiatrist, marries Yor and adopts a daughter, Anya. But Lloyd/Twilight is unaware that his pretend wife is a highly skilled assassin who works for his enemy, and his daughter is a telepath.
And just wait until Grandma moves in.
The daughter being a telepath is a really good idea.
Also new from Hulu is The Mill coming October 9th.
Yeah, Hulu's got a bunch of horror series coming up into Halloween. They're calling it Huluween, which I think is a branding they used last year as well. In this one, Lil Rel stars as a businessman who wakes up beside an ancient grist mill situated in the center of an open-air prison cell with no idea how he got there. Forced to work as a beast of burden to stay alive, he must find a way to escape before the birth of his child.
So The Hangover meets Get Out, is that right?
There's definitely Saw elements to this, as he is instructed and directed through loudspeakers and he never sees who's imprisoned him. It really is quite a harrowing trailer.
And Hulu's final new release is Goosebumps Season 1 coming October 13th.
This series will air on both Hulu and Disney Plus, as Disney chose to debut the series on Friday the 13th with 5 episodes available on that date. They're going to follow with additional episodes on Fridays, and I'm sure you're familiar with the content. There's been movies and television series already. For the R.L. Stine masterpiece, it documents the adventures of 5 high school students as they undertake a mysterious journey to uncover the tragic death of a teenager named Harold Biddle, which occurred 3 decades ago. We all know how massive Goosebumps is. Disney has high expectations for this.
Okay, we move on to Netflix and Strong Girl Namsoon Season 1 coming October 7th. Gifted with superhuman strength, a young woman returns to Korea to find her birth family, only to be entangled in a drug case that could test her power. This South Korean series features Squid Game's Lee Yoo-mi.
We can call the race right now. There is the best title of October right there. Strong Girl Namsoon.
Next up from Netflix is Last One Standing Season 2.
Japan's hit comedy competition wrapped in a scripted drama returns. Who will survive to earn the title of Last One Standing?
As long as it's not Tim Allen, I'm happy.
I still have no idea what this is.
And I know, it's really weird.
Okay.
Next up from Netflix is Big Vape, The Rise and Fall of Juul, limited series coming October 11th.
In this docuseries, a scrappy electronic cigarette startup becomes a multi-billion-dollar trash company until an epidemic causes its success to go up in smoke. Everything about this is horrible, except for the fact that at least there's a fall.
There you go. On October 11th is Once Upon a Star.
In 1970, a cinema projection troupe faces roadblocks as they journey across Thailand to entertain eager audiences by live dubbing beloved films. The film is described as a love letter to Thai cinema.
And the trailer is absolutely lovely, so might be worth a shot. October 12th brings us The Fall of the House of Usher. Mike Flanagan's latest and last horror series for Netflix is a modern adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's classic horror story with more than a bit of dark humor and an all-star cast. Next up is Goodnight World, coming October 12th.
In the stylish Japanese anime adaptation of a manga, 4 miserable members of a dysfunctional household have no idea how they formed a happy family unit in an immersive VR game with each other. So it's like Ready Player One if everyone were related and hated each other in real life but loved each other in the game. Is that right?
I don't know. But I will say the actual trailer is pretty cool looking. Our final new Netflix release is Fair Play, coming October 13th. This is also in select theaters in September. An unexpected promotion at a cutthroat hedge fund pushes a young couple's relationship to the brink, threatening to unravel far more than their recent engagement.
This is a really good trailer, and I'm going to watch this.
We move on to Max and one that we missed. It was The Ringleader, The Case of the Bling Ring, that came out on October the 1st.
This documentary examines the motivations of ringleader Rachel Lee and a group of her friends who targeted and robbed the houses of high-profile celebrities. It also explores the possible reasons behind her actions, including mental health issues and addictions, as well as the climate of celebrity excess that fueled the teens, recontextualizing the events behind the sensational headlines. It almost sounds like they're trying to be apologetic for the fact that these people broke into other people's homes and stole their stuff.
Yeah, they're going to project all their feelings about celebrity onto this to make it sound less horrible than it was. But it did accomplish one thing, and that the ringleader of the Bling Ring came out and actually talked about it for the first time. So there's that.
Our other new Max release is Doom Patrol Season 4, Part 2, coming October 12th.
In the final half season, the Doom Patrol meets old friends and foes as they race to defeat Immortus and get back their longevities. Battling between saving the world and each other, the Doom Patrol are forced to face their deepest fears and decide if they are ready to let go of the past in order to take their future into their own hands and away from the zombie butts. The zombie butts? Okay.
Yep. You gotta watch the trailer to understand, but yep, zombie butts.
All right.
Okay, we move over to Paramount Plus and another one that we missed, and it's the Caine Mutiny Court Martial, which debuted on October 6th. With an all-star cast including Kiefer Sutherland and Lance Reddick, this is the retelling of the classic courtroom thriller by Herman Wouk, previously brought to the screen starring a fantastic Humphrey Bogart, who is one of my favorites.
Yeah, but they thought they could do better.
Good luck with that. Also new from Paramount is the new season of Frasier coming October 12th.
Something, tossed salad, scrambled eggs, something. I don't know. Somebody had the terrible idea. Oh, wait, it was the guy who plays Frasier Crane to bring back Frasier Crane and in the next chapter of his life with all the things that made the show Frasier so good. So Frasier's going to return to Boston, Massachusetts, but not go to Cheers. And he's going to face new challenges and new relationships, probably also some involving his ex-wife who hates him like everyone hates the actor in real life. And there'll be an old dream or two to finally fulfill, which means I guess that we'll get cameos from maybe Norman Cliff at some point. This is bad and everyone involved should feel bad.
Yes. On Peacock, WWE Fastlane will make an appearance on October 7th.
It's Nakamura versus Rollins, and John Cena has a match because he needed attention.
Without Tim here, there is no passion for WWE whatsoever.
That's right. And I love Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh,
What about John Cena?
I do not love John Cena. The other new Peacock release is John Carpenter's Suburban Screams Season 1 coming October 13th. Horror maestro John Carpenter takes a stab at television and unearths the evil that lurks in the suburbs. This true horror series features detailed encounters with actual slashers, psychos, demons, and ghosts that terrorize the nation's neighborhoods as told by the everyday people who survived them.
I choose to think of this as John Carpenter's Desperate Housewives.
On Amazon Prime Video, The Greatest Show Never Made, a limited series, will debut on October 11th.
Set against the backdrop of a new millennium, this series follows 6 young people seeking fame and fortune by being part of a new top-secret reality TV show. They left their jobs, homes, and partners, and after a grueling audition process and months of waiting, traveled to London to start their adventure. 20 years after their dreams were shattered, the people caught up in Project MS2 are still searching for answers, trying to understand how a show that didn't exist and the disappearance of a man who orchestrated it all changed their lives forever. And apparently this is a true thing that happened.
Yes, this is a true story. And our other new Amazon Prime Video release is The Burial coming October 13th.
When a handshake deal goes sour, funeral homeowner Jeremiah O'Keefe, played by Tommy Lee Jones, enlists charismatic, smooth-talking attorney Willie E. Gary, played by Jamie Foxx, to save his family business. And the wild part about this is it is inspired by true events.
On Apple TV Plus, Lessons in Chemistry Season 1 will debut on October 13th. Starring Brie Larson, this one is set in the early 1960s. Elizabeth Zott's dream of becoming a chemist is put on hold when she finds herself pregnant, alone, and fired from her lab.
The wild thing about this is you hear that, and then you watch the trailer, and the tone of the two does not align at all. So I'm really curious about this one.
It is based on a popular book. And we close it out with Starz and Shining Vale Season 2 coming October 13th.
Courtney Cox returns in the second season of this horror comedy series as she and her dysfunctional family deal with spiritual possession.
All right. I know I will be watching Fall of the House of Usher.
And I'm going to try Fair Play.
I think Mike Flanagan's really delivered on his horror series. I am not necessarily a fan of horror, but his stuff is a lot more suspense than blood and guts and gore. So I will be watching Fall of the House of Usher as well. Plus, it's got Mark Hamill in it. So awesome.
There you go. So go watch something.